Hello, Sagittarius. This is your special edition Lovescope for February 2017. And this is a reading that's going to be entirely separate from my normal Lovescopes in honor of Valentine's Day. February is the month of love. So, what this reading is about is more for those of you who that person you can't forget, that person that just drives you wild, or that person that's about to show up in your life. That's what this reading is about, okay? You could absolutely be coupled up with this person as well. This energy that I'm tapping into is soulmate energy. And oh my gosh, you guys, you're my first reading, okay, of this special edition, and I didn't know what was going to come out. Like, I really didn't. But you guys got, like, soulmate twice, and I'm like, wow, this is about soulmate energy. And what I mean by soulmate energy is this is somebody you have shared a very recent previous incarnation with. And I'm going to look at the energies that bind you together, the reason why you feel such a magnetic pull towards them, the reason why maybe you've loved them deeper than you've ever loved anybody else, or it isn't even that far yet, but they can walk past you and you don't even see them out of your peripheral, but you feel that energy and you're like, and it draws your attention, okay? That is what I'm talking about, that energy. So this romance is about that, and this isn't, somebody who you just have some like booty call thing going or whatever. No, this is something that you feel in your soul, and you don't have to be with this person. This can be a past relationship, and for many of you, it is a past relationship. Like, yes, for many of you. Like, I love your reading. I wish I was a Sagittarius, honestly, because this is just so good. So let's get right into it. Up here we have imprisonment and slavery, and then galactic. And what those energies represent is what you two have shared in a previous incarnation. Okay, they can interplay with each other, which for some of you, they do. And oh my God, Sagittarius, this is so spiritual. And that's why I want to really reiterate that this isn't just some fleeting emotion you have for somebody else. You know who this person is that I'm talking about. There's going to be no question in your mind. You just feel that magnetic connection, that bond where you're like, I know we've had more than what we've experienced in this life, because I feel way too much for that person, for the experience that we've shared in this short amount of time, this lifetime. This is really deep stuff, okay? So the energies that come forth into this lifetime is protection, guardian angel, and thought. All right, and you have 2 soulmate cards. So with that galactic card, guardian angel, protection, and these soulmates, for some of you, in your past incarnation, like, one of you passed away before the other, and that energy, their essence, was your guardian angel, was your spirit guide after they passed on. And with thought here, you had this psychic connection, okay? And for some of you, that scenario isn't playing out. It didn't play out last incarnation. It's playing out this incarnation, and it's not like your soulmate's about to die or anything. This would be for those of you who have already, this person has already crossed over. They are so with you. They are your guide. The thoughts, when you think of them and you're like having this conversation and you think it's just all in your own head, it's not. Like, you're really having a conversation with them, okay? And you guys are reconciling, she is there. Those thoughts are real. They are protecting you, okay? A lot of divine energy and love and protection. And then, oh my goodness, guardian angel. Ah, oh, it's so good. That is just so beautiful to me. So, for those of you who have lost somebody that was this person that I am speaking of, they are with you, okay? Their spirit is so strong in your life still. They guide you. They're your angel now. And the non-physical operates in a completely different way than we do, you know, when we're physically focused. So keep having those conversations in your mind. You're really talking to that person. And where they're trying to lead you is to a new person that is also a soul connection on that deep level, where you're going to feel that the same depth of the love you had for this person who has crossed over. But it's going to be a brand new thing, because, you know, when two people come together and fall in love, there's no love like it prior or after. It's unique as each individual coming together to create that love. So for those of you who have lost somebody that was this connection for you, they are still very with you, and they are leading you and guiding you so gently towards the next soul level connection that you feel in a romantic way. And I think for some of you, like, you needed to hear that. And I have 3 oracle cards here that I'm going to show at the end of the reading. And I guess at this point you decide between 1, 2, and 3, but I feel like once you see the picture of the card, you should decide what is the one that you're most drawn to, because it's all about the imagery in these cards, and this is your advice to move forward in your situation. So for others of you, you or your person that you're just like, oh my God, about, passed away in a previous life before the other, and the same scenario plays out where they were with you, they guided you, or for a time you were with them and you guided them, okay? But nonetheless, Sagittarius, for those of you who are watching this video, this connection that you have with this person, whether you guys are together or not, is so spiritual. With the galactic card there, that's like straight from source, okay? 2 soulmate cards. It's so beautiful, okay? And for some of you, you had to experience this relationship again in this lifetime for various reasons. And whether you are with this person or not, okay, the way that your energy interacts, and it does not matter what you think of them in your mind or in your heart or vice versa, your energy, and there's an essence of you, and that essence of you and that essence of them interacts in a non-physical way that you are not consciously aware of, and you guys feed each other like healing and protective energy. You are essentially a guardian angel in human form, and on some level, some of you are going to really resonate with that, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I totally feel like I'm this person's angel or protector in the physical form, okay? For others of you, this is all playing out non-physically, and you're not consciously aware of it, but this connection that you two share goes back many lifetimes, okay? And you could say, oh, well, this is general, da-da-da. Well, my dear Sagittariuses, you are all eternal. Believe me when I say that you have played many roles here on the stage of Earth, okay? Many roles. We are all just playing a role. We're playing a part while we're here experiencing reality. So you and this person have had a dance going on for several lifetimes, and that is why this connection is so strong. And I feel like whatever it is you are trying to create from the non-physical into the physical reality is taking lifetimes. And I don't feel like that dance is done this lifetime or the one to come. It's like you're in the middle of this beautiful dance between two souls. Okay, it's just gorgeous. And for others of you, like, it doesn't take away this deep connection, but there's a sense of you were either imprisoned together, or you were, like, you know, slaves or captives, or, you know, something along those lines together. And it doesn't mean like this last lifetime that you guys were lovers, okay? Especially if you have like a really good, like, you feel more like your buddies, homies, even though, you know, you have like love and attraction towards them, but it's like they're your other person, they're your other you. It's because in the most recent past life, the imprisoned slavery card is representing to me that you guys spent a great deal of time in a small area together. So it could be, you know, like maybe in the wartime, you know, you were captured by like the rival side. I'm sorry, I'm struggling for words. And you were imprisoned together, or you guys could have been slaves on a plantation somewhere, you know, or you could have been in a concentration camp together. Whatever it was that you experienced with this person on that level, it was very, like, it just fused, like, your, I don't like to use the word destiny, but it, like, fused you guys, like, for lifetimes, this dance, this sway back and forth. It's, you know, like you're feeding off of each other energetically and blossoming on a spiritual level in ways that you just can't even comprehend. And there's just this beautiful essence of energy back and forth between the two of you. And you are meant to share more moments in this life together. There is no question in my mind. And when you're thinking about them out of nowhere, they pop in your head, it's because they were thinking about you. You guys are very connected, much more than you give credit to. And like I said, for many of you, I feel like this is a relationship that is like you are disconnected from that person at this time, okay? Because for the romance angel cards, what I have for past, present, and future, and I do want to reiterate that if this isn't speaking to anybody that you specifically have in your life right now, or somebody you are thinking about from the past that you feel this energy for, this is the energy coming in for you in your next romantic partnership. It is this soul connection, this deeply tied past that, you know, is so spiritual. It's okay with, I know what every card in the past life's tarot deck, I know what every card is. And so for these two to pop up together, it's very special, okay? It's more than husband and wife. It's more than owning a business and being successful. No, you and this person, you guys experienced a lot of challenge in previous incarnation. Like, you guys are rock stars spiritually. Like, you don't even know, but hello, you're Sagittarius. Like, do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? You guys are protectors by nature. So this is just, if this isn't already something that you know, this is something that's going to come in, and you're going to think of this reading and you're going to be like, oh my God, it's you. I feel that click. I get it. So with the romance angels for the past, present, and future of you guys, I have attraction, soulmate, and then reconciliation. And for these are like more information, like lesson. I have soulmate and regeneration, which is essentially the same exact thing as soulmate and reconciliation. Okay, so I'm like, wow, that's a double message. That's like a synchronicity. You know, it's one thing to get one match, but this is like perfectly aligned between 4 different cards. They're saying the exact same thing. So I feel like for the majority of you that are separated from this person, like the attraction, the magnetism, the gravity that you cannot escape from each other, because you have this soul connection, this, you know, dance that you want to share this life, however that's going to physically manifest. Like, you guys are not finished if this person is not currently in your life, and this attraction that you feel for each other is what pulls you back together into this reconciliation. And for some of you, the fact, you know, because of the energy is so strong with this person, it is a challenge to you. You feel challenged emotionally and mentally, you know, by the energy of the situation with this person. And that may be why you're not together at this time, if you are not with this person. But there can be another chance, and I feel like it's written that way. And the oracle card that you're most drawn to is going to definitely shed more light on, you know, what's holding you up, or what keeps you and this person separated. Because the energy of this isn't like specifically meant for the month of February 2017. It's just, you know, this is when I'm doing it in honor for Valentine's Day, in celebration of love in general. So this here can play out the whole year long. Okay, so, but know that whoever this person is, like, you're not crazy. Like, you're really deeply connected. That's real shit. Like, you're not just making it up in your head. You're not just wishful thinking. That's a real connection that you feel. And the more you accept that that's what it is, and don't try to define what that connection should be or look like in a physical sense, or how things should manifest between you guys, don't get caught up in all of that, because that's what will trip you up. You just need to recognize, yeah, I have a really strong pull to this person. I wonder why, you know, and just let the universe. And I think you're going to find that your life stories that you've both experienced are very similar. You're going to have had very similar experiences growing up, because your vibrations are still so in sync. Okay, but eventually, after lifetimes, you guys will vibrate somewhere else, and you're going to have new dance partners, and they're going to have new dance partners. But right now, this is where it's at for you. And this is, you know, part of the script of your life this go round. And you can really have a lot of fun with this. I mean, if you just told yourself, okay, you know what, that is my soulmate. And if you're not together right now, well, you know what? If that's my soulmate, then it's just going to work out. It's just going to be when it's time for us to A, come back together, or B, meet for the first time in this lifetime. You'll know. There will be no question. And so if there's a question, if you're like, well, this kind of fits with somebody, it's not that person. I'm telling you. You will know with these cards, Guardian Angel, Soulmate twice, Galactic, are you kidding me? Like, Galactic representing your past life energy. Oh my gosh, there will be no question. Just, you know, let things be as they will be, because I truly see a regeneration and a reconciliation of some kind, whether that's you guys come back into a love situation, or you just become really good friends, or one of you is in a really hard spot and the other one steps in as a protector, provider, guardian angel to help out the other. It's just like whatever happens between you two, it doesn't seem to break the bond you share. Like they can make you angry and you can swear, I never want to see you again, but it's like at the end of the day, that bond is never broken. It's still there. It vibrates strong. And you know, maybe this is somebody that you haven't been with in years, but you still feel that strong connection and pull to them. It's that soul connection, that soul bond that you share. And we always want to make that kind of feeling romantic, and sometimes it's not meant to be romantic. And if it's not meant to be romantic with that person, again, when you are faced with this, you will know. And in that knowing and the acceptance and letting that relationship be whatever it needs to be, it guides you towards your next relationship of the same caliber, of the same depth, but it's more grown than anything you shared with that person, even though you have this amazing past life connection, okay? So for Sagittarius, this is so beautiful, and I wish it was like what's gonna like unfold in the next like couple of weeks, but it's not about that. This is the energy that of that one person, you know, or that one person that's going to come into your life this year. So it looks really good, and you're gonna know. There will be no question. If there's any question, if that's not the one, that's not it. You will know. It's like unexplainable. So let's get into the oracle cards here to give you further advice or clarity about this situation, you know, what speaks to you the most. So the first card is this one here, and actually I want to, because I'm going to okay. So that is card 37, and these cards do not have like a real description about them. It's more about the imagery of the card, but I'm going to read to you the little like quote about it to give you a little bit of direction on the creator's interpretation of creating this card. But it's really about what energies you are receiving from this card, okay? Relationships and interactions with others. When something seems to be missing in your life, it usually turns out to be someone. Wow. Wow, Sag, like, come on. With this reading, come on. Like, if that's not a confirmation, I don't know what is. That piece of you is returning. You guys are eternal, all right? So let's move on to the second card. I'll give you like a up-close view. It's card number 30, Danger and Fear. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. Wow. So don't let any fear hold you back from experiencing this magic, because playing it safe clearly isn't going to save anybody, according to Oracle card number 30. Alright, and then the third card is productivity, control, and organization. Take your needle, my child, and work at your pattern. It will come out a rose by and by. Life is like that, one stitch at a time, taken patiently, and the pattern will come out all right, like the embroidery. Wow. So I think that you guys have a really cool reading. That's just my personal opinion. And this here is, you know, saying, don't be afraid. Pick up that needle. Create the magic, because you have, it's all there. Like, when that person shows up, just go for it. You guys have a whole script to play out this lifetime, okay? And this, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of these intense emotions and deep pull and connection you have towards that person. There's nothing to fear. It's just, that's your confirmation that you guys are like homies from lifetimes, and you guys have something to do in this life yet. So you don't have to be so serious about everything. If you can really believe in your mind that you've incarnated thousands of times and you've shared many experiences with this other person, and them being in many other forms and you being in many other forms and circumstances and situations, there's nothing to fear. Like, just enjoy it. Go for it. Like, this is magic energy, if you ask me. And this here, when something feels missing, it may be somebody from your life. Oh my gosh, if you are the one being stubborn for whatever reason, holding back from this person that you're just madly in love with, like, I don't even know why. Like, reconnect. You guys have so much more. And more than that, to me, all these portraits indicate all the work you've done in life's past. Like, you guys are masters at your performance. So reach out if you need to reach out. Alright, Sagittarius, so that is your past life soul connection relationship for this lifetime reading. I'm not sure what to call it really, but I hope that you really enjoyed that, and you take the advice of the oracle card that you felt most drawn to. So this was a lot of fun, and I hope that you enjoyed it as well.